future Year 7s, my name is Miss Potts and I'm going to be your year leader starting in September. I'm also an English teacher and might be teaching some of you as well. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you and making sure that our year group, Year 7, is the best year group in the school. So this video today will be a brief introduction to what secondary school life will be like at the Wren. So let's get going. So some of you might not know what a year leader actually does. So I am in charge of behaviour and well-being for all of you in Year 7, alongside Mrs Spooner, who is our head of Key Stage. So she is in charge of Key Stage 3, which is Year 7 and Year 8. I also make sure that you are attending school regularly, and I also reward students who do the right thing in and outside of lessons. Another important job for me is to encourage students to be responsible for their own learning and their own actions in and outside of lessons. I also ensure that you're making the most of your time at the Wren, so making sure that you're doing extracurricular activities at break time and at lunchtime. And also I support all of our wonderful tutors in our Year 7 team.
To nurture is to make sure every student is happy, safe and supported. To show respect, kindness, empathy and understanding to other people, and to be kind and respectful to our environment.
Challenge is to give every student the opportunity to reach their full potential and develop high aspirations which can be pursued. Also to apply personalised learning in every one of our classrooms.
To inspire is make sure every student at the Wren is aiming high. To create an environment where students inspire each other to be local and global citizens.
So I just wanted to talk through some of my favourite things. So I absolutely love going to the cinema and watching all sorts of different films. So I'm a massive fan of anything to do with science fiction, like Star Wars. I absolutely love all of the Marvel films, which you'll be able to see in my classroom in September. And then of course I love Jurassic Park. Moving on, I absolutely am obsessed with dinosaurs. Being an English teacher, so if you have any book recommendations then please come and see me. And then of course I love to laugh and just generally smile, so you know something's terribly wrong if Miss Potts is not laughing or smiling. So I did want to touch on the fact that due to the COVID-19 outbreak, this is not a normal way in which you would start your secondary school careers. I do hope that you are all well and looking forward to September as much as I am. And I want us to remember life in lockdown as a time for showing little and large acts of kindness that you see on the screen, as well as bravery of the NHS staff and those taking part in protests for the Black Lives Matter movement. We are a community at the Wren, and I really want these acts of kindness and generosity to continue when we return in September. So one of my duties as year leader is to make sure that you are all attending school regularly. At the Wren School, we have a target of 96% attendance. But obviously, us being the best year group in the whole school, we're going to make sure we get way above 96. To make sure that we reach our target of 96%, we need to make sure that we are in school by 8:30 and then in reflection time by 8:50 every day. Because of course, it's not just being in school, it's also making sure that you are punctual to reflection time and to lessons. So the structure of the school day might look a little different to what you're used to at primary school. So at the Wren, we open the school at 8 o'clock every morning, but you need to make sure you're at school by 8:30. Reflection time then starts from 8:50 and ends at 9:20, and what we do in that half an hour could be anything from assemblies to PHSE activities to class reading and going to the LRC. We then have 2-hour lessons in the morning, so period 1 and 2, followed by a 20-minute break. We then have 2 more lessons, period 3 and 4, followed by lunch, which is at 1:40, and that's for 40 minutes. We then have 1 more lesson, period 5, and then the school day ends at 3:20. After school, we have loads of brilliant activities to choose from sports clubs to art to film club, so anything you'd like to do after school. At the Wren School, we wear a white polo shirt with a logo, a grey jumper with a logo, grey trousers or skirts, or grey trousers, plain socks, black, white or grey, black leather shoes or trainers. In PE, we wear a Wren sports polo shirt, a Wren fleece for cold weather, plain black sports shorts or tracksuit bottoms. We also wear white sports socks, trainers preferably with non-black soles, football boots with moulded studs or plastic screw-in studs, and we also need to make sure that we always tie up our hair if we have long hair. Do not allow jewellery except from a watch and plain gold or silver stud earrings. We also don't allow excessive makeup, including nail varnish or fake nails. We do not allow unnatural dyed hair colours.
You're also not allowed to wear jeans, leggings or canvas shoes during school hours. In my school bag every day I have a pencil case with a pen and a pencil, a rough book for adding notes and doodling, a reading book for informed time when you need to read, a planner where to put your extended learning and all extra things you need to keep organised, and a calculator for maths lessons.
Extra things you can buy for school are a ruler for your pencil case and it's also handy for maths, a few highlighters to make sure that your notes are organised and you can see them clearly, and a folder so that you can keep your extended learning nice and tidy.
At the Wren School, we earn P3s and P5s. These are called praise points. You can earn them for going above and beyond, doing your extended learning, and generally being a good citizen inside and outside of the classroom. At the Wren, our tutors help us keep track of our praise points. You can earn praise points to go in a prize draw to win an iPad at the end of the year and go to the cinema. Every Friday, we do Hot Chocolate Friday, which rotates every week from Student of the Week from every form in the school, or highest attendance or highest amount of praise points that week. We also have non-uniform on a Wednesday for the tutor group from each year which has the highest attendance.
At the Wren School, we have loads of different clubs you can join. The clubs that you can join are extended learning, football, basketball, netball, film, French, Polish, band and songwriting, drama, keyboard, Wren Enterprise and many more.
So obviously we want to make sure that you're really happy here at the Wren School. So with that being said, we think communication is really, really important. So if you are having a bad day, you need to make sure that you tell us so we can help you. So your tutor is your first port of call at school, so you can go and speak to them if you have any worries or concerns. But also, myself and Miss Spooner are here to support you. So extended learning, which is what we call homework here at the Wren, is published every day on class charts, which is something you can access via phone or a computer or a tablet. Unfortunately, this is not optional, so you need to make sure you are checking it regularly. You also have your Wren School Planner, which you will use to write down your extended learning and anything else you might need to remember. It really helps in keeping you nice and organised for school. We also ask that parents sign this planner every week, as do the tutors, just to check in with how they're getting on with their extended learning. All students are given a Wren School email address, so if you have any questions for any individual teacher, you can always email them and they'll get back to you as soon as they can. And to ensure that parents get all the necessary information, we have a newsletter which is sent out every term, as well as a parent email sent to all parents every Friday. So guys, I hope you've really enjoyed your introduction to the Wren School. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you, but for now, have a brilliant summer.